Hi, I'm the Lockpicking Cuber, and in this video I'm going to have a look at this present puzzle. I bought this before Christmas, hoping it would arrive in time for Christmas, but I bought it too late. But there are quite a few people in my family who have birthdays in January, so let's consider this a birthday present puzzle. So anybody who has a birthday in January, this is for you. So I got this puzzle from an Etsy store called CoreMods. I'll put the details in the link below. It has a ribbon, which is held on just with a magnet. It just sticks onto that one piece. Very nice looking 3D printed ribbon, but that's not actually part of the puzzle. So what this is a 2x3x3 mirror blocks puzzle. So what do I mean by mirror blocks? Well, the original mirror blocks puzzle looked like this. So this is just a normal 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube, but instead of having different colors on each face, each layer is a different thickness. So when you're solving it, rather than matching up colors, you match up sizes, you match up thicknesses, or you match up areas on the pieces. But this puzzle solves exactly the same as a normal 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. And you can see this one is the same size, but it only has 2 layers here, where this one has 3, but it has 3 on the top and bottom. So it might seem like it's similar to this puzzle. This is sometimes called a domino puzzle because the early version of it had domino numbers printed on the top and bottom faces. But this is a 3x3x2 puzzle, and we can turn it like this. But what you'll notice is that what I can't do on this puzzle is do a 90-degree turn of one of these faces, because then it locks up and you can't turn this anymore. But this is different. If I do a 90-degree turn on this face, I can do another turn. So what's going on here? Well, actually this is not a modified version or a mirror blockified version, if you like, of a domino puzzle. It's a mirror blockified version of a regular 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. So it's quite unusual. I haven't seen one of these before. The thing that's interesting about this, it is actually harder to solve in some ways than a regular mirror cube puzzle or a regular domino puzzle, because of what happens if I do a few moves. So you can see I can do these moves just like normal. If I try to do a few more, I hit a point where I can't make a move. And what's happened is we've got this bandaging. So bandaging is when, because of the shape of a piece in the puzzle, gets in the way of another layer turning, you can no longer turn that layer. And what this means is, first of all, there's a whole load of states you actually can't get to with this puzzle. But it also means that just scrambling it is kind of difficult. And it adds to the complexity of solving it as well, makes it more fun, actually, more interesting to solve. But you can probably see already, I just did a few turns there and it's not really very scrambled, but I've already got quite locked up. It's quite hard to turn anything because of this bandaging. So I have to find the layers that I can turn, like this one, and this one. Keep turning those until I can free up other layers to turn. All right, so let's have a go. All right, so let's have a go at scrambling and solving this puzzle. So actually just scrambling it is kind of tricky, because although I can do a few moves to get going, it isn't very long before you start to hit bandaging. There we go, so there's a bunch of moves I can't do now. And one of the things you have to do when you're scrambling is sort of unscramble it occasionally in order just to be able to make more moves. So this just isn't very scrambled here with this cross, although the rest of it looks reasonably scrambled. Can I do any more? All right, it's not super scrambled, but I'm going to consider that scrambled anyway. So if we think of this puzzle as being like one of these standard mirror blocks cubes, but where these 2 layers are glued together, you have a choice. You can either solve this layer first or you can solve this layer first. Turns out if you solve this layer first, it's a bit easier, because then when you come to solve the second layer, it really is just a single layer. Makes life a little easier. So that's what I'm going to try to do first. So the first thing you do is you line up edges with the correct center. And I can see that this is the center I want to line the edges up with, because I've got these sort of double pieces here and here, for example, whereas on this layer they're just single pieces. So this one's already in place. There we go, that one's in place. That one is in place. And let's see, I think this is going to be the right last one. But to get it there, okay, I've got that in place, but now that's bandaged to this one. Doesn't want me to get both at the same time. There. Okay, so now I've got this cross, and I've also got this first corner in place as well. Now I want to get the other corners, the other three corners into place. One of the challenges is just figuring out which are the right corners. Now I can see that this is going to be the right corner to go here, but I can't get it in place because of the bandaging. Oh, I can turn that though, and that will let me get that in place, and then put that back. Okay. But I messed up a corner in doing that, didn't I? Can I just put that corner back? Maybe not very easily. All right, let's try another corner. I think, is this one going to go here? Probably. Too much bandaging to get to that one though. Okay, so now we have two corners in place, two more to go. All right, this one belongs here, so that shouldn't be too bad, I think. There we go, so that's three corners in place. Now it's just this last bigger one. Oh, let's do it. No, it's the wrong way around. Let's see. So it tends to be the case that the first layer is harder to do than the second layer, just because you get much less bandaging once you're onto the second layer. Okay, so which is the correct one to go in there? It's one of these three, but I'm not quite sure which one it is. It must be this one, I think, actually. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's the first layer solved, and now I have to solve the second layer. And actually, you solve the second layer exactly like the last layer of a 3x3, because although it seems like it's the second layer, it's actually the case that this is one layer, this is two layers on this puzzle. You can even see it just based on the sizes here, they match up exactly. I've sort of solved these two layers down at the bottom. So that means in theory, this last layer is relatively easy to solve. In practice, what ends up happening is sometimes you have algorithms that you just can't apply. So for example, I haven't been able to find a U-perm that I can do on this puzzle at all. And you can see why, because all the U-perms I know involve doing double moves like this, and anytime you do one of these double moves of a layer other than the top, you bandage yourself. So from here, what I'm going to do instead is a J-perm. Okay, so now we have all the edges solved, and it's just the corner, so I'm just going to use a couple of A-perms. Solved that one, and now the last ones. There we go. So that is the mirror iCube Christmas present style, or birthday present in this case, solved, which I got from CoreMods. I'll put a link in the description below. It does come in a whole bunch of other colors, including these really nice sort of brushed metal types of colors as well. I recommend it. I think it's a really nice puzzle. I will say there is this problem. I don't know if you can see all the black in my fingernails. That's come off this puzzle. I'm guessing it's powder from the 3D printed plastic, and I guess something in the stickers has made them sticky and then retain a bunch of that powder. I don't know, but by the end of solving this puzzle, for a while your fingers end up black and a little sticky, and I got a load of it in my fingernails as well. So that's the one downside of this prop puzzle. If they can figure out a way to fix that, then it'll be perfect. Maybe if you get the version with the metallic stickers, it won't have the same problem. Might be worth trying. Other than that, I think it's a really nice, fun, interesting puzzle. I haven't seen a 3x3x2 mirror blocks puzzle before, and I just like the fact that it came in this present style wrapping. Which way around does that go? There we go. So yes, if your birthday is in January, then this video is dedicated to you. Happy birthday. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.